Welcome to the deep dive. You're probably here because you're thinking about that next step, right? Maybe grad school.
hmm
And you're looking into graduate assistantships. Smart move. You might have even seen those common interview questions from Kaplan.
Yeah, those Kaplan lists are pretty popular.
Right. So today we're going deep on those, not just, listing the
No,
questions.
definitely not.
We want to get underneath them, figure out what the interviewer is really trying to learn about you.
Exactly. It's like a shortcut to understanding how to approach these conversations, how to really connect.
Think of it as decoding the interview.
Hmm.
Our goal is to help you understand their side
The interviewer's perspective.
and show up authentically, but also,
Yeah.
strategically.
Yeah, strategically is key. Because those questions, like you said, from Kaplan, they aren't just check boxes.
Right.
Each one opens a door. They're trying to see if you fit, if you have the capabilities.
So understanding what's behind the question is crucial.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It lets you give answers with real substance, showing you actually get what the role involves.
Okay, let's dive in. First one, pretty much guaranteed you'll get this. Can you tell us about your educational background?
Ah, the classic opener.
Yeah. And Kaplan gives that example, like, I got my bachelor's in X from Y University, now pursuing my master's in Z. You know the drill.
Right, the standard template.
But just reciting that feels, well, a bit flat, isn't it? What are they really asking?
Well, you hit it right there. It's definitely more than just listing schools and dates.
Okay.
What's really interesting is they're probing your foundation, your knowledge base. But also, and this is important, are you actually ready for grad level work?
Okay. So readiness.
Yeah, your academic path tells them a lot about, say, your curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
how you handle tough coursework.
So when I answer, I should be thinking about specific things.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Think about coursework that really clicked, research projects you got into, maybe academic achievements that directly link up with this specific GA role.
Gotcha. So it's less about just the diploma and more like drawing a line
Precisely.
from, say, a specific stats class I took to the data analysis stuff they mentioned in the job description.
Yes, exactly that. Connect those dots for them. Don't just say, I took Stats 101.
Right.
Talk about maybe a project in that class where you used a certain technique or a paper that really fired you up about this field.
Okay.
Like if the role uses specific software and you used it in a course, mention that and what you actually did with it.
That makes total sense. Show you can do the thing, not just that you learned about it. Okay, next up, the motivation question. Why do you want to be a graduate assistant?
The why.
Kaplan's example. I'm passionate about field. This position gives valuable experience, helps my career goals, excited to learn from professionals. It covers the bases, but...
But it sounds a little generic.
Yeah, exactly. What's the real question they're asking here?
At its core, it's about your drive, your motivation. Is it genuine? They want to see real enthusiasm. That this isn't just like a convenient way to pay for school.
Or something you just stumbled into.
Right. They're looking for you to clearly explain how this specific assistantship fits into your bigger picture, your academic path, your career plans.
So where do their needs and your goals actually meet?
Exactly. You need to show that intersection.
So the Kaplan answer is okay as a starting point.
But you absolutely have to personalize it. Inject your specific reasons.
How specific should I get?
Pretty specific.
Right.
What is it about this department or this particular professor's research? Does something specific excite you?
So, like, mention if I've read their papers.
Yes. Or mention specific skills the role offers that you're really eager to develop right now. That shows you've done your homework.
Right. It shows you want this job, not just any GA job.
Precisely. Show them the why for applying right here, right now.
Got it. Okay, number 3 gets practical. What relevant experience do you have?
The experience question.
Kaplan suggests that structure. I have X experience in Y field, gain Z skills. Also, X experience in A field, develop B skills.
Yeah, filling in the blanks.
But what if, my paid jobs aren't a perfect match?
That's a great point, and it's where people often limit themselves. The key here is thinking broadly about relevant experience.
Okay.
It's not just about paid work directly in the field. Interviewers are often looking for transferable skills.
Transferable skills, like what?
Like leadership, teamwork, managing deadlines, research, analyzing data, presenting. Think about your academic projects. Did you lead a group?
Oh.
Or volunteer work? Did you organize an event, communicate with different people?
Even club activities.
Absolutely. Extracurriculars can demonstrate things like problem solving, collaboration, taking initiative.
So it's about looking at those experiences differently, reframing them.
Exactly. Highlight the skills that are valuable for a GA, even if the context was different.
Like, if I was treasurer for a student group, that shows budgeting skills.
Perfect example. You developed budgeting, organization, responsibility.
Okay.
So don't just list the activity. Focus on the verbs. What did you do? What skills did you use? And if you can, quantify it.
Quantify.
Yeah, instead of helped organize a fundraiser, maybe manage logistics for a fundraiser that raised 15% over goal. See the difference?
Wow, yeah, much stronger. Focus on action and impact. Okay, now for one that can feel a bit stressful. How do you handle stress and deadlines?
Yes, the pressure test question.
Kaplan's answer sounds pretty good. I'm organized, efficient, time management is key, I set goals, prioritize, take breaks, work-life balance.
Sounds ideal, doesn't it?
It does. But how do you convince them it's actually true, not just something you read, you should say?
Well, this question gets right to your ability to juggle things. GA roles often mean classes plus research or admin work. Deadlines are real.
Right.
They need to know you have actual strategies, that you won't just, fall apart when things get busy.
So saying I'm organized isn't enough. They need proof.
Exactly. Evidence is key here. This is where a specific story and anecdote works wonders.
Okay, like tell them about a specific time.
Yes. Think about a time you had, multiple big deadlines hitting at once, or a really stressful project.
Right.
Then walk them through it. How did you prioritize? What tools did you use? Did you plan for problems? And crucially, what was the result? Did you deliver?
Okay, so sharing a real example shows your actual process.
Precisely. It proves you don't just say you're organized. You have a way of managing pressure that actually works. Show, don't just tell.
Show, don't tell. Got it. Okay, shifting gears to people skills. How do you handle conflicts or difficult situations?
The interpersonal dynamics question.
Kaplan suggests open, positive attitude. Effective communication is key. Understand the other perspective. Find a mutually beneficial solution. Again, sounds nice.
But a bit abstract, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you make that real? How do you show you can actually do that?
This is all about your teamwork skills, really. Your ability to collaborate. As a GA, you'll be working with faculty, staff, maybe other students. Disagreements happen.
So they want to know you can navigate that constructively.
Right. Saying effective communication is one thing, but illustrating it is another.
So another story.
Yes. And this is a perfect place for that STAR method. You mentioned it earlier.
Situation, task, action, result.
That's the one. Think of a specific conflict, maybe in a group project or a misunderstanding you had to clear up.
Okay.
Briefly set the scene, situation, explain what needed to happen, task, detail your specific actions, emphasizing communication, listening, problem solving, action, and then share the positive outcome or what you learned, result.
That STAR framework seems really helpful for structuring it clearly.
It really is. It gives your answer focus and makes it compelling. It shows your skills in action.
Okay, good tip. Right, final question we're tackling from Kaplan. What do you hope to gain from this position?
The future-oriented one.
The example answer is, hope to gain hands-on experience in field. Learn from experienced professionals. Develop skills in specific areas. Contribute to the department.
What's the interviewer really trying to get at with this last one?
Ultimately, they want to understand your goals, your aspirations, and crucially, how this specific GA role fits into your plan.
Okay, so alignment again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you thought strategically about what you want? Do your goals match what this job actually offers?
And is it just about what I get out of it?
Well, that's part of it, but they also want to see enthusiasm, a genuine desire to actually contribute something to the department or the project.
So it's a two-way street, what I gain and what I bring.
Exactly. Connect what you hope to gain skills, experience to specific things about this position, maybe a certain research focus or learning a specific technique.
Okay.
And then express that you're eager to learn, yes, but also to bring your energy and skills to help them succeed. It shows you see it as a partnership.
A mutually beneficial partnership.
Yeah.
I like that framing. Wow, this has been really helpful.
Good, good. It's so clear now that just knowing the Kaplan questions isn't enough. You really have to dig into the why behind them.
That's the secret sauce, really. Understanding their intent lets you make a much stronger impression.
Yeah, thinking about my own experiences through that lens feels way more productive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take that time to reflect. How do your experiences, your goals, actually answer the underlying question? That's how you craft really thoughtful, compelling answers.
Answers that show your real potential.
Exactly.
And, if people want more, checking out the Kaplan Career Center site itself, where these questions came from, probably isn't a bad idea.
Definitely worth a look.
Yeah,
They often have more resources, more guidance on the whole interview process.
for sure. Okay, so as we wrap up, here's something for you, our listener, to chew on, thinking about all this. What's one specific skill or experience you have, maybe one you haven't really thought about, for a GA role? And how could you reframe it? How could you talk about its value in a way that would really connect with that interviewer? That's your deep dive to think about. Thanks for joining us today.